Guys, so today we're going to do the main menu, the planet picker actually. So if we hit play game, now this part of the widget comes up, and yeah, if we choose the first planet and click go to planet, it will just spawn us there. You remember that? So yeah, that's basically it, and we can dynamically add new planets and stuff. So I've created a couple of stuff. The first one is the planet info structure. It holds the name of the planet, the display name actually would be a better way to describe it, the lore and the level name. The level name, for example, would be the name of our maps right there. So first and second. The second we're going to build that later. So a planet save blueprint class. So based on the save game, just a array of the planet info structs, and a planet node, which would be something that we're going to add in our planet picker widget. So on our main game mode, we just create the planet picker widget with an empty load extra planets array. I'll explain what this does later. So, and then we'll add viewport. Now, this planet picker widget looks like this. So as you can see up there is the name of the planet, here's the lore, and here's the go to planet button, and right there is a vertical box. So in this thing we're going to add multiple planet nodes, and one will go below the other. So based on the how we save on the actual saving of the array, the first element would be the first and the last would be the last on this. So I've exposed these two variables as well, so let's get into it. This is the graph, and on our planet node this is the graph as well. So let's see the planet node first. So I've got two stuff I expose and spawn. One is planet info, and the other is the planet picker widget. So when we construct, we grab the planet info and set the text inside the button right there. So yeah, that's basically it. And then if the button is clicked, we go back to our planet picker widget and do a method update info, and the current planet node would be this class, so it will self this instance. Now back to planet picker widget. So right there on our update info, I set the current planet node to the new current planet node, which would be right there a variable I made. Set the text of the planet name lore, and then if our go to planet button is clicked, it's going to open up the level. It will just grab it from the planet node, from the current one, get its info, and then get the level name. Now this part right there is the actual loading from the save file. I've got a save file right here called planets.sav. So that's the name of the slot we're going to use. So let's check out the defaults. So if it exists and if it doesn't exist. So if it does not exist, it's going to go right there, create a new one, cast it, set its planets array, then save it, and then load it. So this may seem like nonsense, but we're doing other work there, so that's an extra layer of organization. So you know. Now essentially I've these two stuff, as you can see, they got the same level name but different display names and lores, and I did that just to showcase that you can actually click on different planets and the stuff change. So we're going to delete that. We no longer need that. And if you see right now, if I just go ahead and delete the planets.sav, come on, and hit play game, only one planet's there. So yeah, it works. So then we're going to just load it, and for each planet info structure inside the array, we're going to create a planet node widget from that, and we pass out ourselves as the reference and the planet info struct to the exposed variables. Then we're going to add this to our vertical box as a child, and then the only ones, so we're only going to grab the first one of these that we're going to produce and set it to our current one. So back there, if the loop is complete, we update the info, which goes down here, and That's the stuff I told you earlier. So yeah, now this load extra planets array, if this is not empty, we're actually going to, this is our way of adding extra planets. So if we hit defeat a boss and then we get an infobot or something, and we go to an extra planet, we can go to the next planet. We're just going to call this planet picker widget with an extra planet, so, or two maybe, I don't know. You may give the player this choice to go onto two planets, choose how he's going to progress via the campaign. So yeah, so basically this will only happen only if the planet's save exists. So we're going to go on the true one and then sequence. The second part goes right on our normal flow, but the first part, there's some exciting things. So it's going to load the game because it exists, and then it's going to cast it to planet save. Now this is on memory, and we actually grab its planets, and for each planet of the extras that we want to load afterwards, we're going to just add them to this array and then resave it. So we're just appending this array to this, but Unreal hasn't got an enabled function to do this. So we're just doing it manually with a for each loop, and then we're just going to load here the extra planets. Now, maybe we forget something sometimes, and we'll load. We don't need to actually forget something, because if the player defeats a boss, for example, and that's for the second time, let's say it's an arena match, which the player can just go multiple times, maybe to complete it in other difficulties, and I don't know, unlock extra stuff, get extra balls maybe. We need to check if the save file of the planet we want to choose, if its name exists. So if the player has already access to a level, if he has already accessed it, we need to, check it out and do not load it. So there may be a better, I don't know, workflow to choose the add unique here, so this does not happen when we forget something. Yeah, that's some, extra insight. So that's basically it. In the next tutorial, we're going to add the second level, hopefully, and make some transitioning logic as well. I know this is not perfect, but see you next time.